yes. Coffee Conversations with Greg J is on. What's going on with y'all? Everybody good? Phew, man, just still, I guess, reeling from the impact of the fires all around Southern California, our part of the world, and really on alert and compassion mode as we try to share information on how people can getting resources for the fire. Lots of friends have lost homes or homes have been damaged. You know that we did reach out to our friends at the Hillside Church. Pastor Kennebrew, church was damaged, but he lost his home and other family members and everything up there. But he was still, boots on the ground out there, helping the people, providing resources, supplies, information, and all of that. And we were able to speak with him about this. But, as we have these culturally relevant conversations on Coffee Conversations with Greg J, and we put ourselves in a position of giving back, I'm just really happy to be a part of the West Angeles Community Development Corporation and standing by, watching them activate, mobilize to help the people in need in the Altadena area. And to talk about that and a few other topics here, got my friend, Executive Director of the West Angeles Community Development Corporation, Dr. Belinda Allen is here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing all right, doing all right. All right. Just trying
Okay.
to stand in the gap.
All right. That's what we're all doing, standing in the
Well,
gap, elbow
yeah.
to elbow.
Aha, there you go. Dr. Belinda, so tell us a little bit about West Angeles Community Development Corporation, or the CDC as we call it, and then just kind of talk about walk us through your reactions as you watch the fires consume the Altadena area.
Yes, definitely. As you know, West Angeles CDC has been in the community over 30 years now. We actually the CDC was birthed from the civil unrest that happened back in 1992. And, shortly after that, we had the 2007 market crash. And each time, the CDC became stronger and stronger. I like to see us as that oak tree that Jesus talks about in the Bible. No matter the winds can come, they can blow, but we're right there to assist everyone. Again, when we were birthed after the civil unrest, we were that beacon of light for the community. And then we got through the 2007 market crash, making sure that individuals or homeowners remained in their homes. And of course, we all just got through the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic. Again, West Angeles CDC was there, coming in the office, feeding our seniors. Here at West Angeles CDC, we have over 400 affordable, 100% affordable units. And 200 of those units we take care of our seniors. So during COVID, we were here as the city officials were paying different restaurants to deliver food. We were here to accept that food and go door to door knocking, making sure that they had food. We were there, frontline workers, basically 24/7, our community assistance department, making sure that individuals had food, clothes, and shelter. And then now here we are with the LA fires. I tell you, Greg, when I first heard about it that Tuesday, it's unfortunate. Once I'm in this office, and right now we are preparing for our 31st gala that's coming up next month. It's going to be at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel, where we will be honoring Miss Marla Gibbs, Mookie Betts from LA Dodgers, and also some of our partners, our banking partners. But I was here working on that till probably 6 o'clock that evening. Didn't even go out for lunch. I brought my tuna inside with me. There's no windows around here. So when I walked out and saw the dark skies at 6 in the evening, I was like, I didn't know what was going on, right? And when I learned it, oh my goodness, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And that night, I don't know, I just felt like being that beacon of light for the community. I just felt like it was something I was supposed to do that night. I didn't think I was supposed to go to sleep. You know, Jerome, my husband, he went to bed, and I was like, how is he going to sleep? People
Uh-huh.
are burning, they're losing their homes, their loved ones, all their possessions. You know, how do we sleep tonight? You know, I
Mhm.
that's how I took it, right?
Mhm.
And that next day, just to tell you about the awesome staff that we have here, when I got into my office that Wednesday morning, there was a document on my desk, very well written, on exactly the steps, what we at West Angeles CDC could do to help these unfortunate um,
Mhm.
individuals who were affected by the LA fires. And quickly, we were able to get a community announcement out. And then we went ahead and we just started sending them out to some of our funders. City National Bank, they called and said, we've got funding for you. We want you to, and from there we went out to and we're still there today, boots on the ground. We're at the Pasadena Disaster Center. Our certified housing counselors, they're HUD certified, you know, through the government. They actually called us, HUD called us,
Nice.
asking us if we would come and be on ground to help these individuals navigate through all the paperwork they have to go through so that they can hopefully get their mortgage relief, however that program is going to go. And then we have our wellness center that we just opened in October. Well, what a time such as this. They're right there in time. They're actually in Pasadena at the disaster center, helping individuals, you know, cope with this is a big deal, you know.
Yes.
And so they're helping them cope with this. Our community assistance department, which is also our emergency department, they're there also giving out Target gift cards, helping individuals if they need food or other hygiene or necessary resources. We're just there with our sleeves rolled up, you know, however we can help. It's a big deal, and it's huge.
Mhm. Yeah, it's huge, man. And for the long run here,
Yes.
yeah, and it's a big job out there. As they said, it's like an apocalyptic war zone out there.
Yes. Yeah. That's what it looks like.
It's really something. Now, I mean, a person in your position has to have a great deal of compassion for people, in order to make the work work. I
Yeah.
think the leader really has to have a great deal of compassion. Talk about that a little bit and how, like, as you move about the community, specifically in like South LA, so many changes and stuff are happening, right? And, homelessness, the fires,
Hmm.
illness, healthcare, on and on and on. There's all of these challenges there. How do you find the room to do your work, like inside of your compassion? Talk about the operation inside of your soul.
Right. Well, first of all, Greg, just want to level set. It's not just me. I have a great board, and you're part of that board. Without you all, I just couldn't do it. I talked about my staff earlier. Without the staff, I couldn't do it. We have all of our partners, our funders, our volunteers. It's that village that keeps
Mhm.
me going and allow me to come up with different ideas and suggestions and kind of like throw it out there and listen to all the feedback, what everyone else is saying, and then try to put something together and follow through. You just hit it as you were speaking. You talked about we've got homelessness on the rise. People do need food, clothes, and shelter. Then
Mhm.
we're experiencing hate crime that's going up. So there's so much going on, and I like for West Angeles CDC to be that place of peace. When you come here, it's a place of hope, of love, and of opportunity. And when you come in, you feel God's presence, which is part of our mission. Our mission is part of it. There's a statement that goes, we provide these services as a vehicle through the community of development, through the vehicle of community development, but also we provide these services as tangible expressions of the kingdom of God. And that's what we want people to feel when they come in our environment. So what I tried to do, like I said, I take what I have to give and listen to what everybody else have to give. And when you put all that together, that's how you get that place of peace, and you get that strength to just keep moving forward and just ready to fight everything that, comes through. Just, remain that oak tree, never bend.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let me ask you, as you intersect with all of the different, agencies and institutions that you need to deal with to, get the resources to do the work. Have you seen in the week that has been, have you seen changes yet as our new administration takes us through their paces? Or, what's your vision now? Let's say 6 month vision now that we have new administration, new vibes in the
Mhm.
United States community.
Yeah, that's interesting. I got a text early this morning. Belinda, did you see what the new administration just put out? They're putting a halt to all government funding. Is that going to affect the CDC? And so, of course, I had to call my banking industry early this morning and say, hey, how's that going to affect us?
Yeah, yeah,
They were explaining to me that although banks, the money is regulated through the government, the CRA funding, which is Community Reimbursement Act, is not from the government. That's
mhm,
just money that banks set aside that they make off of investments and other, other, um, as customers come in and want to get a
sure,
CD, for example, there's interest that comes from there. So the
sure.
bank money that they use for those grants, that's where that funding is coming from. It's not from the federal. So that
Mhm.
doesn't affect. But in whole, unfortunately, I had two good meetings on the same day. I had a luncheon with one of my funders at a banking institution downtown, while the other one was having a Zoom to talk about exactly what you're asking me. They were going to talk about how this new administration could or could not affect, what it is that we do, the CRA. So unfortunately, I was not part of that meeting, but I'm glad you brought that up because my plan was to call and see if I can get the recording of
Mhm,
that meeting so
mhm.
I can listen in because I'm very interested in what was said.
Day by day, this is what it looks
Yeah,
like to me.
one
Day
day,
by
one day
day.
at a time. Yes.
Wow, wow. All right, all right. Now, okay, so now you have the big gala coming up in February, and man, Marla Gibbs, that wow, Hall of Famer right there. I can't
Mhm.
wait to meet Mookie Betts. I got to tell you
Yeah,
right there,
yeah.
I need to meet him. I mean, I need to meet him.
Yes, these are
And
our peeps.
yes, these are our peeps, right? It's really good to see them. Of course, Marla's already always been, about the community and in the space of arts and culture, from a Black perspective, in particular. That Marla Gibbs with the Memory Lane, with the Vision Theater, all of that, her legacy is essential to the advancement of Black arts and culture
Hmm.
in this region, and then of course Mookie Betts champions. That's what's up. He gets on that Dodger Hall of Fame there.
Hmm.
That's really really good. Now, what do you think drives these people to give back to the community in there? Like when you're talking to them or the representatives, what's your sense of why they want to give back or make sure they're giving back to the community?
Right. I think, just to give you an example, I had one person who told me Marla Gibbs has already given back all her money. She's
Mm,
already given it all back to the community. And I think that comes from maybe growing up and experiencing what people are experiencing today, but you
mm,
get over that, you get beyond it, but you
mhm,
don't forget. You go
mhm,
back and help your brother, help your
mhm,
sister. One story I like to tell is I grew up in South LA, right around the corner from West Angeles CDC, basically. And we grew up in a small 2 bedroom home, and here I am now advocating for families of four to get a home bigger than
mhm,
2, 3 bedrooms. So I
mhm,
think it just circles back to your upbringing, and one thing you said is having that compassion.
mhm,
If you can grow up in a certain environment, but if you don't have the compassion to give back, and people give back certain ways. Sometimes it's monetary, sometimes it's what we're doing, sitting down, taking a pen, piece of paper, and writing it out, what should be done. People give back different ways, but at the end of the day, I believe a lot of people just want to help, just want to help.
Mhm. All right, all right. So now you've got the list of um, what the West Angeles CDC is doing in reaction to the Altadena fires. We've posted it already across our different platforms, but y'all can go to Beach City Radio, beachcityradio.com. You can go to West Angeles. What are we? West Angeles CDC.org.
CDC.org. Uh-huh.
Yes, you go there and get it. Just go out there and search it, and we'll try to make it available, attach it somehow to this broadcast. If you're listening on via podcast, it's at all of those places we just described. And then, is there a phone number or a way? What's an easy way if somebody might get
Yes.
this
Uh-huh.
randomly? How do they get to you?
Yes, please call 323-751-3440. Again, 323-751-3440, and someone will help you.
Nice, nice. We'll put that in the chat too. Okay. Any parting shots you want to say to the peoples?
I definitely want to tell everybody to be safe, because I think we've just gone through so much. Just
Mhm.
here, right? I mean, the whole world, right, has gone through so much. But here in LA, we've gone through that, and now we have our own disaster that we're going through right now. So I would just say be safe, be sure that you look out for your brother or your sister. Don't just be about yourself. If you want to give, because maybe you don't want to be hands on, but you want to give to support the mission, you can always, again, go to westangeleschdc.org or give us a call. We can also take donations over the phone, but we are there to be the voice, hands, and feet for those who cannot do for themselves. Thank you.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, what's the date on the gala?
The gala is Friday, February 21, 2025, at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel, 6 o'clock p.m.
I'm going to let you know that event is very nice.
Yes,
Very nice. Very good.
looking forward.
Supporting a good cause, chance to, dress up. I saw something on Instagram the other day where the man was talking about for all you brothers that like to get suited up, and had all the different suits and everything. I
Mhm.
was really loving that little social media piece. But, I love a tuxedo or some really
Right.
nice African garb there. That's our chance to do that and dress up and be fabulous
Yeah.
and support a good cause that's helping our community.
Right. And Greg, on that note, it's something that you say you can get all dressed up, feel glamorous, feel like a king. And the good part about it is at the end of the day, all the proceeds go right back into the beloved community.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Faith in action.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right. Hey, Dr. Belinda, before we go, I just want to publicly thank you for all the work that you do, the sacrifices that you make, the wisdom in which you guide this benevolent work. And, I know, listen, it's a big city. There's big problems. There's all of this. You can't do it by yourself, but you sure are, up there at the top of the list there of folks out here doing great things in the name of the Lord, that's for sure. And I want to thank you for the work that you do on behalf of people all over South Los Angeles and Southern California.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Chandra, Belinda, Allen, you got it all right there. Thank you guys so much for checking us out here on Coffee Conversations with Greg J. You can get us wherever you get your favorite podcast. I'm talking Spreaker, Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeart. Just type in Coffee Conversations with Greg J. You'll see all of our episodes there. We're also on YouTube. Just go to Coffee Conversations with Greg J in your search bar. It'll take you right there to the playlist, and you can watch the YouTubes there. When you do that, please like and subscribe to our channel. Because we sure could use the algorithms. And if you're looking for news, culture, information, inspiration, you can always visit us at beachcityradio.com. Beachcityradio.com. That is our platform for news, arts, content, all of that. And lastly, but not least, Columbus Coffee Company. That's what's up. All right, y'all. Love one another. Love one another. Love one another. Peace and blessings.